This is Monday Motivation, episode number 136. Welcome to the Melissa Ambrosini Show. I'm your host, Melissa, best-selling author of Mastering Your Mean Girl and Open Wide, and I'm here to remind you that love is sexy, healthy is liberating, and wealthy isn't a dirty word. Each week, I'll be getting up close and personal with thought leaders from around the globe, as well as your weekly dose of motivation so that you can create epic change in your own life and become the best version of yourself possible. Are you ready, beautiful? This week's episode is brought to you by the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, also known as IIN. Now, I studied at IIN in 2011, and it honestly changed my life. No joke. Not only did it give me the tools that I was desiring to reclaim my health after experiencing burnout and ending up in hospital, now you can read more about that in my first book, Mastering Your Mean Girl, but it set me on my career path that I'm on now. It also lit the fire in my belly for helping others and being of service. And I went from an aspiring blogger to holistic health coach to speaker, best-selling author, and podcaster with a thriving 7-figure global business. And guess what? It all started with IIN. It paved the way for me, which is why I'm such an advocate for their program and why I'm one of their top ambassadors. And because I'm one of their top ambassadors, I get to offer you a special discount of $1,500 off your tuition. How cool is that? So whether you want to do this course for yourself so that you can arm yourself with all the knowledge that you need for you and your family to really thrive, or whether you're a yoga teacher, personal trainer, or health writer and you want to add another tool to your toolkit, or whether you want an entirely new career as a certified holistic health coach, IIN is for you. To claim your $1,500 off your tuition, all you have to do is head to melissaambrosini.com/IIN to find out more. Serving and giving is why we are here. It's our biggest and most important role here on Earth. It's our purpose and mission. It's the so-called rent we pay to use these Earth suits for this time here on Earth. For most of my life, though, I was a pretty selfish human being. I'm not gonna lie, I was. I felt separate from others and I just did my own thing. I never went out of my way to help other people or perform random acts of kindness. It was odd because my parents are two of the most generous and giving people I know. I watched my mum get up at 4 a.m. to make her special lasagna from scratch for people she hardly knew who had just had a death in the family. And my dad would pay for friends, family members, and complete strangers at dinner. They would take in teenagers, exchange students, and children from family friends who were going through a hard time. They would look after pets for friends even though they weren't animal people. They would drive 2 hours just to drop something off to someone who needed something. They would even sit in the car for 4 hours and wait for me to finish dance practice because we lived too far away for them to drive home and then drive back again to pick me up. They both worked extremely hard and really long hours to provide myself, my brother, and my sister a different experience to what they had growing up. My mum worked night duty as a nurse just so she would be home 6 a.m. to make our school lunches and drop us all off to 3 different schools. They would bend over backwards for anyone, and they still do. Now, that's just the type of people they are. So incredibly generous with their time, money, possessions, and energy. But for some reason, it was only when I hit rock bottom back in 2010 that I really saw and appreciated just how generous they truly are and the lessons that it has taught me. I also realized and witnessed firsthand that the more generous my parents were and are, the more rich in all senses they felt. The more you give from that full, overflowing place of self-love, the more you get. From then on, as an experiment, I decided to get seriously generous with my time, energy, money, and things. And you know what? I have never felt more deeply satisfied and fulfilled in my entire life. It has also exposed me to some of the most soulful people and opened me wide to such rocking relationships that I didn't even know existed. But we have to give without expectations. It's super important that we give without desiring anything in return. Give just because you want to. Give from a place of love and give like your life depends on it, because it does. The more you give, the more you get. The getting is in the giving. And the giving doesn't have to be grandiose. It can be as simple as a smile or making someone some soup. You know, maybe a friend who isn't feeling well, making them a soup and taking it over to their house. The size of the gesture doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts. And guess what? We can serve and give in so many ways. Like I said, it doesn't have to be so grand. It can be as simple as, how you show up for someone else. You can give your time to a friend who is going through something by just listening to them without interrupting. You can help out at your kid's school. You can smile at a complete stranger. You can help a friend with something. You can mentor someone younger than you. You can give your time to your child to sit and help them with their homework. You can make your favorite dish and drop it over to a friend. You can pay for the next person's green juice or smoothie at the cafe. You can be nice and friendly to the person serving you at your coffee shop or the shops. They are real human beings and have real feelings too, so remember that. You can ask your taxi or Uber driver how their day was. You can volunteer at a charity or your local community centre. You can help someone who is sick or in pain. You can pass on things that you don't need or want anymore. You can practice patience with someone. That's a great way of giving and serving. You can ask a friend what's new and exciting in their life at the moment. People love to talk. You can redirect your gifts, at your next birthday. Ask everyone to donate to your favorite charity instead of buying gifts. Oh, this one I absolutely love doing is you can create a little love box full of raw organic chocolate, a book that you've finished reading, and maybe some herbal tea and angel cards, and you can drop it over to a friend or a family member. You can help someone cross the road, carry their shopping, or fix a flat tire if you know how to. You can teach someone something that you are skilled at. Like if you're really good at WordPress or Facebook or Instagram, teach someone who needs those skills. You can give a massage to your lover or a friend. Touch is so powerful. We're so divorced from touch these days. So giving a massage is a really beautiful thing. You can ask your partner, if there's one thing I can do for you today, that will make your life easier, what would it be? And then go and do that thing. You can send your bestie an I love you or you're an amazing friend text message, just for no reason. It'll light up their day. You can send a lovely email to a friend with an inspiring YouTube video or your favorite song in it to pump them up for the day. You can post a thank you card, snail mail style, to someone that you love. You can praise someone publicly on your social media or blog just to show how much you love and appreciate them. Or you can babysit your friends' kids so that they can go out on a date. And you can just be love and practice giving love. Find ways to be love and express your love. A hug, a smile, being kind and friendly. It all matters and makes such a difference. So, how can you serve today? How can you give today? What is one thing that you are going to do to give back? Come over to Instagram and tell me in this post, what is the one random act of kindness or service that you are going to do today or that you've already done today? Come and share it with me. I would absolutely love to hear what you've done. And remember that we are here to serve and give.